Well, if all of our semi-finals are half as good as that first men's singles, we're in for a real treat this afternoon. Next up is women's doubles. It's the Olympic champions Tian and Zhao Yunlei up against the Indonesian pairing of Nitya Krishinda Maheswari and Greysia G.Polii. The women's doubles draw, I can tell you. In the quarter-final stage, there were 3 Chinese pairs, 2 Japanese pairs, 2 Indonesian, and 1 Korean, so a real mix of nationalities. 1 Chinese pair only has survived to semi-finals day, and it is indeed the pair that we're going to see next, the Olympic champions Tian and Zhao Yunlei. The bottom half of the draw, it is the second Indonesian pair playing against number 2 seeds Matsutomo and Takahashi. That's Pierre Bernadette and Pradipta. But here comes our semi-finalists on centre court, our number 1 court here at the Singapore Indoor Stadium. Well, how lovely to see the Indonesians back playing together again, because of course they formed their partnership midway through 2008, reached the semi-final of the Denmark Super Series, then played together for another 18 months until the end of 2009, and then they went their separate ways. But they reformed their partnership at the Sudirman Cup last month. Goodness me, I'm getting too excited with it all. And then last week, they were in the quarter-final of the Indonesian Super Series, having beaten the number 3 seeds from Denmark, Christina Pedersen and Camilla Rutte-Juel, in the first round. And they achieved that victory over the Danes, fresh from a tournament title the previous week in Thailand. Won the Thailand Grand Prix Gold event. So here we can see this top half of the draw, and as far as the Olympic champions are concerned, well, only played 1 game in their second round match against the Germans yesterday in the quarterfinal against the qualifiers Reika Kakiwa and Miyuki Maeda. 2 straight games, but that Japanese pair having to qualify, though both the players highly rated and highly ranked in their own right. As for Greysia G.Polii and Maheswari, well, yesterday's quarter-final, in fact the last 2 matches against Koreans, but their quarter-final against number 8 seeds Jung Kyung-eun and Kim Ha-na. And what a tight second game it was, 22-20. Hardest match, incidentally, for the Indonesians was actually their first round match against Gardere and Ponapak of India. Went the full distance on that one. So the Indonesians, Greysia G.Polii, there she is, the 25-year-old, spent her childhood in Manado. Up 50 places in the world ranking this week, playing with her 24-year-old partner, Nitya Krishinda Maheswari. There she is, 24 years of age. Up 50 places to number 75 in the world ranking, and that's only after 2 individual tournaments. Now, back in 2009, they reached the final of this event. But let's look first of all at the Olympic champions. Well, that is Tian, 26 years of age, from Anhui in Hunan province in South China. Her partner, also 26, Zhao Yunlei. There's Zhao Yunlei, 2 Olympic gold medals, not only women's doubles with her partner of today, but also the mixed doubles, of course, with Zhang Nan. And the first badminton player ever to win 2 Olympic gold medals at the same Olympic Games. Joins a list of 7 other badminton players who've won 2 Olympic golds, but never before at the same games. So Uday Sane of India are umpire, and Grace Chia from Singapore, the service judge. So I was just mentioning that the Indonesians had been beaten finalists here back in 2009. They lost out to Zhang Yawen and Zhao Ting
Ladies
in
and
the final.
gentlemen,
2 months later, that Chinese pair went
on
on
my
to take
right,
the world title.
Nitya Krishinda Maheswari and G.Polii, Indonesia. And on my left, Tian and Zhao Yunlei, China. Zhao Yunlei to serve to G.Polii. The ball, play.
So the Olympic champions start this semi-final here at the Li-Ning Singapore Open. Now begins Greysia Qing and Nitya Krishinda Maheswari. This is the first ever meeting between these two pairs as pairs. They've played each other many times previously. Gone wide. It is, as I was saying, very, very nice to see Qolii and Maheswari back together again. Never did really understand why they split their partnership, because in 2009 not only reached the final of this tournament, but a couple of other Super Series semi-finals as well in Japan and French, and immediately after those two semi-finals, Super Series semi-finals back-to-back. Some weeks apart, but as far as Super Series events, they were two semi-finals back-to-back. They then went their separate ways. G.Polii, of course, teamed up with Johari. You might see quite a few of these long rallies. Now it's a delightful drop shot from Zhao Yunlei.
4-1.
Well put away. Of course, Polii's partnership with Johari never did win a title. In fact, G.Polii, before winning the Thailand Open with her partner of today a couple of weeks ago, only ever won one title, and that was the Philippine Open back in 2006 by Joe Novita. Good umpiring. Udo Sane from India, telling the Chinese pair not to show a signal to the line judge. Don't try and influence. Their defensive play might be very good, I'm really not convinced that defending is really how the Indonesians are going to beat the Olympic champions. got to vary the pace. Oh my goodness! Where on earth did that come from? What a shot by G.Polii. Suddenly, when she was pulled out of position, found an angle and found a gap. That was extraordinary. Well, of course, it's been well documented what happened at the Olympic Games, and G.Polii was one of the 8 players who were disqualified from the Olympic Games. She immediately admits what happened was very wrong. And what's very interesting is that since then, she's lost a lot of weight. She's looking a very trim, very fit athlete, much trimmer and fitter than previously. And she's also been voted as one of the players' reps on the International Badminton Players Federation. So, well and truly, she repented and moved on in a very positive way. And that's the sort of thing I think they've got to do more of, Indonesians, if they want to break down the undoubted skills of the Olympic champions. Involve the net player. The channel attack down the centre of the court, it narrows the angle of reply. Therefore, there's more chance of getting the net player involved. I don't see them hitting that many winners from the back of the court.
Serve 7-5.
A couple of inspirational winning shots from G.Polii. Well, in case you're wondering why the Olympic champions are only the number 5 seeds, the world ranking at the moment down at 12. And the reason it's down at 12, that's gone wide. The reason it's down at 12 is because they've only played one previous individual tournament this year. That was last week at the Indonesian Super Series, lost out to the eventual champions, Balancing and Qing in the semi-final in Jakarta. They simply haven't played enough tournaments to get the ranking up high enough and to reflect their capabilities as badminton players and as a pair. Oh, that's misjudgment from Tian Qing. Really landed in.
7-9.
Wild. Maheswari. So desperate to play the winner. I think it landed on the blue carpet.
Serve 8-10.
so to the mid-game interval.
11-8 interval.
Number 5 seeds, the Olympic champions. Winners of this event, incidentally, a couple of years ago. Beat Ha Jong and Kim Min-jung in the final 2 years ago. Didn't play last year. A number of players decided to miss the Singapore last year, which was a huge shame. But some players who had qualified for the London Olympic Games felt they needed a long training period in build-up to those Olympics.
Court 1, 20 seconds.
Seeing as Olympics only come around once every 4 years,
seconds.
difficult to argue against such a theory.
11-8 play.
Well put away. Goodness me, she has just suddenly improved as a player.
11.
Physical improvement has been a large part of that.
No! 10-11.
Oh, two very, very good drop shots at the end of that rally from Zhao Yunlei. This is the one that first of all did the damage because Polii was then out of position, unable to go forward to the one down the centre of the court.
Play.
Just off balance as she tried to play that smash.
10.
After that marathon rally, it's 10-11. Four relatively quick points for the Olympic champions.
So we saw it. 11-15.
It's catch-up time again for the Indonesians. Not so hard to get almost level with their opponents. Going to have to try and replicate that again now, and that's first step in the right direction.
15. Lelet. Zhao. Get ready quick.
And the wasting time in between points. The previous semi-final women's singles were a little more lenient.
15.
Oh, it's landed in. Misjudgments. Yeah, she should be aware of the drift by now.
13.
Knows that the shuttle holds up, going towards this near side. Yeah, that was plumb on the line. Well, Chinese
13.
players, all of them, and especially this pair, so good at steadily applying pressure, and especially on the big points, the important rallies. Yeah, and in contrast, an error on the return of serve from Greysia Polii. Talk about deflection.
14, 18.
No, we all need a little bit of luck occasionally. Yeah. As soon as they got themselves on the attack, the Indonesians
18.
far more impressive. That little half-court push, that's what turned their defensive play into the possibility to attack.
You could purchase a personalized flash pay card at the Nets booth for photo taking. Do pop by soon as the session's running until 4 p.m. Thank you. No! Huh.
Yeah, what was I saying about playing the big points so well?
So we saw it. 16, 20.
Still another 4 game points to save though for the Indonesians. So this time, the Olympic champions convert.
Tian, Zhao, Yunlei, 21-16.
Umpire confirming the score, 21-16. 18 minutes of play. And then every time there was a little bit of pressure and the scores were getting a little close, the Olympic champions just up the intensity on the next 2 or 3 rallies. And that is why they are the Olympic champions. So opening game to Tian, Qing and Zhao Yunlei. 21-16 in 18 minutes of play.
this is better.
So the Chinese coach departs, having given instruction to this pair. Former world number ones, of course, this pair.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
So the fact that Tian and Zhao Yunlei
Second
only
game.
ranked number 12 in the world
Love
at the
all.
moment, really don't
Play.
pay any attention to that. They were world number ones from the 20th of September last year, which was soon after the Olympic Games, and their gold medal all the way through to mid-March earlier this year.
1
About 6
love.
months as world number ones, but as I say, no tournament play for them as a pair until last week in Indonesia. I wonder what all the theory was behind the experimenting with partnerships in the Chinese squad. They did it with not just the women's doubles, but the men's doubles and mixed doubles as well. Yeah. Flat fast exchanges. The Chinese absolutely superb at that. Well, that was
2-1.
good anticipation of storming forward from Maheswari. Very, very nearly came back.
One. Play.
Dear.
So we saw it. 2-3.
That's clever. Missed it.
3-all.
Good rally. Clever. Well spotted by Maheswari.
4-3.
Saw that Tian was on her back foot, waiting for the power play. And then just played the deceptive drop. Great awareness.
Okay, quick.
No, there really is a lot of time being taken in between points. Oh, I've discussed this with co-commentators in the past.
Like.
All that weight on the low serve.
4-all.
Oh, disappointing. It's a shocking serve. Got away with it. So loose. Oh. Oh, called a fault because she caught the shuttle on the racket.
4.
Sort of scooped it. Never went over anyway.
Okay. Like.
Yeah, good placement of the smash. First down the forehand side of Tian Qing. And then the change of pace, and then the jamming smash towards Zhao Yunlei. That's much, much more thoughtful play from the Indonesians. And the thoughtful play getting much more reward.
Service 8-5.
Well, the ends here in this arena certainly do make a difference. We saw that in the first of the semi-finals. Oh, that's clever play from Zhao Yunlei.
6-8.
World #1 in women's doubles with two different partners. Zhao Yunlei, first of all with Qing Shu, and then her partner of today, Tian Qing. Of course, she's been world #1 in the mixed doubles as well, with the world and Olympic champion mixed doubles partner.
7-8.
Yes, good return.
9-7.
Oh. Well, once again, right idea. A little block. I'd like to see a bit more movement off the shuttle from G.Polii, she just tends to be a bit static when she's at the net position.
Zhao.
Umpire just having a word with the Olympic champions. Feels they're getting a little too vocal on court.
Service over. 10, 8.
Yeah.
11,
Found the
8,
space.
interval.
A little look from Zhao Yunlei as if to say, "Now, which one of us is supposed to be covering that one?" Yeah, Tian Qing, having intercepted the first one, started backing off from the net. Not sure Zhao Yunlei was expecting that. But it doesn't alter the facts that the Indonesian pair of Maheswari and Qing have a 3-point advantage in the second game.
Code 1,
Chinese pair having taken the
20
first.
seconds.
Yeah, their
Code
coach,
1,
another former
20
great,
seconds.
Bambang Supriyanto.
Thank you. Thank you. Coach. Nitya. 11. 11-8, play.
So Nitya, Krishinda,
Tian.
yeah, Maheswari to serve to Tian Qing with an 11-8 advantage here in the second game. I wonder if the Chinese coach has told their pair they need to be a little more aggressive and a little more proactive. Rally. Very good rally, and the backhand is missed.
12-8.
Tian Qing going for, well, what proved to be an impossible shot. I thought it was slightly ambitious. Chinese pair haven't dropped a game all week so far. But they're 4 points adrift here in the second. Oh, that was going wide. That might have been wrong. That push from Zhao Yunlei. This first one. Oh, yes, that would have gone well on the back line.
So 13-9. Play. Service fall call.
Struck above the waist.
10-13.
Oh, yeah. Good intersection from Tian Qing. And this time stood her ground at the net.
Play.
Oh, what a good return of serve.
Service 14-11.
That's dropped in.
15-11.
Welling. That's an extraordinary leave.
So we
Oh,
saw
the
it.
Indonesians are struggling with their
12-15.
low serves.
Service 16-12.
Put away with ease
Service
from Zhao Yunlei.
13-16.
You can see the strapping on her right shoulder there, Greysia. Actually first injured that right shoulder in the final of the Chinese Taipei Open a couple of years ago. Dived in the final and badly injured that shoulder. Well, it's 3 points away from a third and deciding game now. Take that 2 points away. The big power smash from Maheswari. Follow forward to the nets. And they're really pressurising Tian Qing. And it's working well for them, paying dividends. It's gone long. It's game point opportunities. 7 of them, 13. To be precise. One is called goods. convert on their first
Second
opportunity
game won by
on a
Nitya,
run of
Krishinda,
5 straight
Maheswari
points.
and G.Polii, 21-13.
21-13 confirms the umpire. Just under 40 minutes of play, and we're 1 game apiece. What a good finish to that second game. 5 straight points. And that will certainly give them the confidence for the start of this decider. Here's the final points left by Zhao Yunlei. She once again points skywards as if to indicate to the line judge that it's out. He's not going to be influenced by that. He calls it in, and it was in. And it is 1 game all.
Tian. Final game, love all, play.
So here we go, third and deciding game in this women's doubles.
1 love.
Unseeded pair of the Indonesians, Qing and N.K.Maheswari, against the Olympic champions, the number 5 seeds from China, Tian and Zhao Yunlei. Well, the applause you can hear is for the adjoining court, and the number 2 seeds in the women's doubles, Matsutomo and Takahashi, are safely through. Here in the top half of the draw, well, still anyone's match. Oh, it's interesting. I would have said prior to this getting underway, don't get embroiled in these flat, fast exchanges, because the Chinese are so superb at that style of game. But that rally, the Indonesians beating them at it.
2-1.
That is a great little change of pace from Greysia Polii. Super.
Service 3-2.
Oh, that's lovely. What a defensive shot. Yeah, and it changed the whole momentum of the rally, that cross-court block from Tian Qing. That's the one. Just delightful. Yeah, that's wise advice. A call from Polly to her partner to leave it. It did land out. Yeah, and that's the problem when you're a little bit static at the front of the court.
3.
That's what I was talking about. Look, doesn't move her feet enough to readjust her positioning, and therefore she's leaning as she's trying to play that interception. Yeah, switching the attack from backhand side to forehand against Tian Qing. Working very well. A little bit slow to react, yeah, and her partner's well aware of that.
Service 7-4.
Goes long.
8-4.
And what the Indonesians must do from this near side of the court, which is the more difficult side to play, they've got to stay close enough to their opponents score-wise that they have belief come the change of ends.
Play. Four. Service 5-8.
Well, a little point there from Zhao Yunlei, obviously giving instruction to her partner, but it is very obvious to me that the Indonesians are really trying to isolate and pressurize Tian Qing.
You cannot take so much of time. Serve. No, quick. Get ready. You also get ready fast.
Uday Sane from
Play.
India. Both players complaining it was the other that was delaying things, and he's told them both they've got to get ready quicker. Quite right too. Yeah, well worked by the Indonesians. And once again, the reaction of Zhao Yunlei
6.
pointing and talking to her partner. Maybe getting a little frustrated. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, there will be 2 meet and greet sessions with our very own Singapore players at the 4th foyer. Ashton Chen at 4:30 p.m. and Singai at 5:30 p.m. You can purchase a personalized flashpay card at the next booth for photo taking. Thank you.
Okay. Play.
5-8, deciding game. 6-8. Good aggression from the Olympic champions.
9-6.
missed opportunity. That's a simple error from Zhao Yunlei. Surprisingly beaten in the second round of the mixed doubles as the #2 seed with her Olympic winning partner Chang Nan. They lost out to Go Sung-hyung and Kim Ha-na of Korea, and then promptly lost to another Korean pair in the quarterfinal. Now she's only got her women's doubles to think about and concentrate on. And that defensive shot, not even close.
Play.
Well, the Indonesians have indeed kept close enough as far as the score is concerned, just 3 points in it, as the players change ends for a final time in this semi-final encounter. Difficult to interpret what the Chinese coach may be telling his players there.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Yeah, Greysia probably knew her defensive shot simply wasn't good enough.
On court. Polii. Eleven, 8, play.
No. When I was a player, I always liked to win the first rally after the change of ends. I really like to send a message to my opponents. And therefore, I've always regarded the first point of big importance. Yeah, that was emphatically put away by the double Olympic champion, Zhao Yunlei. Pushed it long, and now a 5-point cushion has been opened up as far as the #5 seeds are concerned.
Play. Quick. Quick.
No, even when they've been told off, they still take their time. Good rally. Yeah, Zhao Yunlei making the difference. The crucial intersection.
14, 8.
This one here, that changes the rally. sets herself up for the final put away. Really is an exceptional player, is Zhao Yunlei. And they extend their lead now, the Olympic champions, to 6 points. Big gulp of air there from Greysia Polii. Must-win situation for the Indonesians to win that rally, and they failed to do so. And I now wonder whether it's just too much of a gap for the Indonesians to close down. Well, slightly mishit defensive shots. Fortunate for Polii, but that one. You've got to ride your luck, build on it. Pushed it long. The error from Tian Qing. Oh, they want the shuttle change, the Chinese pair. Indonesians say no. Umpire agrees with the Indonesians. Yeah, that was clearly long, wasn't it? Once again, the players given quite some considerable time to towel down before playing on. 57 minutes this semi-final has been in progress. Oh, it's just wide. Oh, I thought for a moment she played an absolute corker. But it was wide by a whisker. Very flat. Yeah, it was a miss-hit from Greysia Polii. Then the shuttle just popped up very short. This one here, yeah, got what it deserved. Nerves and errors on serve, a little bit catching. Yeah, obviously she tried to serve out wide, still low. seems to try and play this behind the back. This one here. Not the moment for doing that. Not when you're exactly an hour into a semi-final. Another thing you need to do is make sure you get the pressure on your opponents by getting the shuttle over and in. Sends a mental message, I'm tough, I'm still in there fighting. You're going to have to win this. I'm not giving it to you. Yeah, once again, Zhao Yunlei just turning to her partner as if to say, with her racket movement, come on, you've got to get that defensive shot away. Yeah, drive through it. Getting on her partner's back a little. Zhao Yunlei just couldn't reach the shuttle. It was just high enough to get over her outstretched arm and her racket. Well. Just 2 points the deficit now. Having been 7 points adrift at 8:15. Now just 1 point separates the two pairs.
16-17.
Well, what an extraordinary comeback. 17-all. Well, so much for me pondering and wondering whether the gap was too big at 7 points to battle their way back. Well, I've been well and truly put in my place. All credit to the Indonesians for doing so. And now into the lead on a run of 6 straight points. 10 of the last 12 points have been won by the Indonesians. What a turnaround. There's a reason why she won 2 gold medals at the London Olympics last year, Zhao Yunlei, because she deals with pressure. She finds a way to win. And on these pressure points, these precious points as well. Who's got the nerve? Well, 3 points, consecutive points, finished off and won by Zhao Yunlei. And with that smash there come match point opportunities. 2 of them. Only needed the one. 21-18 in the deciding game in a match lasting an hour and 5 minutes. Well, all credit to both pairs, because I'd virtually written off the Indonesians when they were 8-15 down.
Yunlei, 21-16, 13-21, 21-18.
Umpire just confirming the score. But from 8-15 adrift, the Indonesians battled their way back into contention. They won 10 of the next 12 points, but in the end, it wasn't enough. So, confirmation of the score, 21-16, 13-21, 21-18 in the deciding game in an hour and 5 minutes.